Okay. I believe we are live. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. It is a lovely Monday night. I'm gonna quickly submit my taxes while I remember. 103 times for me, Swifty. Congrats on grabbing first. 44 times for you there, and 97 times to submit your taxes. GG's. We are live indeed. We indeed are live. Let me go and paste the YouTube link there. Anyone on Discord? I guess I should also say, anyone on Discord, if you haven't already and you want to have a question answered in the 700 YouTube subscriber special, you might want to go and submit that in the Q&A channel in the Discord. You can throw it anywhere technically, but the Q&A channel is where I'll be looking more specifically. So I'm going to check that space first. But go ahead and submit those questions because I've got probably a couple more days before I need to record it. And then, you know, it's got to be edited and posted at some point in the near future as well. But we will also, of course, have a whole bunch of other content coming soon. I've been teasing it for the last week or so, and I mean it. It is coming. We are going to be doing things. It is hot. Oh my gosh, hang on. It is really, really hot. When did you join the Builders Refuge Discord? A long time ago. Let me see. It's way down there, isn't it? Let's see. Builders Refuge. Can I see, like, my server profile? Crap, I can't. It was a while ago. I couldn't begin to tell you when, though. Let me see if I can find one that mentions me. Hang on. How do you... During has pinned... You know, I don't know. I've been in the Discord for a while though. I know that. I was there. I mean, I can scroll up a little bit. And I could tell you around about when I did hop in. I didn't participate in any events. But I wanted to. I just haven't had time. I remember that. It was sometime in 2024. I know that much. I don't know exactly when, but sometime during that. Let's see. Reg, I was looking for a jungle temple for the trim, so I asked Siri how rare they were, and when I stopped talking, I saw one. And it had the trim. Hey, let's go, dude. W. I'm glad you were able to find that trim. Trims are a little difficult to find. I still don't have a trim on my armor. I get a lot of crap for that, but honestly, I don't care. But like at the same time, it would be kind of nice to have a trim. It's just like I don't know what I would look good in. So I just don't wear any. So I have just decided anyway that I will wear no trim instead. Cause that's logic, you know? Instead of trying all the things, why not try none of the things and just say, no, I look good normal. Hello, MT Lewis, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. My shop is almost done. It just needs a roof, finish the front, and do the interior. It sounds like a lot, but it's not a ton. Okay. Okay. I hope that, goes well for you, dude. I can't wait to see it. I'll actually check out the exterior here in a minute. I just gotta finish the, I just gotta finish whatever I've got in my inventory in terms of skulk, and then we'll go farm some. But before we go farm more skulk, I'll stop by the shopping district. How can I turn subtitles on? Can I? There is no subtitles on Twitch, unfortunately. There's some plugins out there that I want to test out that may allow me to add subtitles, but I'm gonna have to look into that a lot more closely. So right now, there's no way, but maybe eventually. Lewis, please keep it English only in chat. I would appreciate it. I only know English, and it helps me moderate. Please and thank you. Boop. Hey, give that back. Thank you. Let's see. How does that look in the corner there? It's kind of big. We gotta do this corner here. There we go. Okay. How's that look? That's better. And then, of course, we'll also add the veins. Wait, the vines. Those. Are they veins or vines? Now I can't remember. Veins. Okay. We're gonna add the skulk veins. Those guys. We're gonna add those up here as well. It's just right now it's kind of about spreading the bulky stuff. So I'm just gonna do that. And we're gonna do that really fast today. I've been trying to get a lot of work done. I've been teasing the YouTube video stuff. I am working on it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. There's just been some slight, really minuscule things that have come up that have caused some minor issues. One of those being a series name. I thought I found one that was original, and then today I found out it was in fact not original, and so now I have to I have to like I have to come up with new branding, which sucks, but I'll figure it out. It'll be all right. You know, it's not like I had a whole idea in my head about logo and general theming. Not at all. That would be crazy. I can't hear you type in game chat. I will type in Twitch chat. There are no subtitles right now. Oh. Okay, let's do this. I gotta figure out how far up I want this to go. I may possibly get it up to... Hello, oh boy, Matty Games, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I need to figure out how far up I want to get this wall. I might go ahead and take the sculpt spread up to about here. And then we'll stop it. And then I'll do some veins kind of spread around, but outside of that, I don't think I'll do a whole lot more. Of course, we'll do some veins up through here as well to kind of give it the look I'm going for in terms of spread. And I gotta decide what I'm doing with the heart. I'm kind of thinking we may actually build it out of frog lights. Maybe. Can you hit me? He was struggling there. Hang on. I just realized I couldn't hear the game, like, at all. Okay. That's better. Out of what lights? Frog lights. We gotta build out of frog lights. The green ones, I think. Because we don't have blue. We do have purple. But we don't have blue. So I had to decide if we're gonna do... I had to decide what color we're gonna make it out of. But I do think it'll glow. I think that would look really good. And then we could have these veins coming out of it, wrapping up around the stalagmites. And then we'll have the veins kind of going up and around and kind of really selling the feel that this place is truly alive. It is infected with this creature of some sort. Are you live on YouTube? I am, yes. I am live on both YouTube and Twitch. And I will also probably be streaming on a couple of other platforms in the near future. It's just finding time to experiment with all that is all. I'm just filling in for Frog. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I do know Frog does that too. I didn't even think about it. Here, let me reply really quick. Can I reply? Thank you. Yes. There we go. Oh.
Hello there.
And thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Or subscription. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, Maddie. Much appreciated. Got really fancy on you there for a second, calling it a subscription. Wow. We've been having fun with YouTube. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. YouTube streaming is a lot of fun. I kind of frowned upon it at first, but I was like, you know, I really should try it. Can't judge it too much. I've been enjoying it. It's been nice. There's of course moments where it's maddening and it's just like it makes you want to pull out your hair, but so is Twitch, you know? Also, I was very disappointed in you when I found out your fireworks shop at Spawn wasn't stocked. I have to walk within the lake shop. I don't have a fireworks shop. Does anyone have a fireworks shop? I don't have a fireworks shop. Hello, Anime. Good to see you. Actually, is your name Ava? I see it over by after the AKA. Do you go by Ava? I've heard a couple of other chatters call you Ava. Okay. Would you prefer that I call you Ava? That way I realize I've never actually taken the time to ask you what you'd prefer to be called here. Let's see. Not yet. Not yet. Never. I will not build another shop on this server. See you later, Cozy. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good night. You can call me Anime or Ava. It's fine. Thanks for asking, though. That's very nice. No problem. I know sometimes it's hard to know who's talking to you and when they're all using different names. I've got like 4 or 5 different names that people call me by. So I get confused very quickly sometimes. I don't mind. I've started to get good at it, but never gonna be too sure. Let's see. How does that look? Did we just finish this? Sort of. We didn't finish. We finished like the base level, like the baseboards. That's what I'm calling them. If this were a house, that would be the baseboard. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to kind of bring it down from the balconies here a little bit, and it'll kind of it'll be interesting. And what I'm gonna do with this here actually is it's gonna wrap around just a little bit more, and then I've got to figure it out. It's gotta. Oh, hey. Thank you. I was looking at things. So I gotta figure out how I want this to loop around, because I want it to make sense. So I gotta like drag it from here to there, and it's gonna loop around and out and down and up and around. It's gonna kind of do a cool little loop thingy. I don't know. And that'll also kind of tie in to the ceiling maybe a little bit. It'll be cool. Happy day, late Easter, by the way. Oh, thank you very much. Happy Easter to you as well, Ava. Hope you had a wonderful day with your family or friends. I had a fantastic day. We went out. I guess we should probably talk about Easter, shouldn't we? I realize I haven't talked at all about my weekend. It's been a pretty good week. We got a big meal for Easter. Yeah, you gotta have a nice ham and some rolls and mashed potatoes and green beans. And my family loves deviled eggs. I don't eat eggs. I've been thinking about trying it again lately, but haven't worked up the courage yet. But my mom makes really good deviled eggs. And then we had some cheesecake. Oh my goodness, so good. And then my grandparents came out, and we actually went out and we shot we shot some guns. You know, very American. And you know, that was our extent of the day, and it was honestly a good day. It was a lot of fun. I said that wrong. Sorry. No worries. No worries. How long did it take you for you to do this much progress? Just in this cave or the entire build? Because if we're talking the whole build, it's been 2 years now, I think. Let me go in spectator. It's easier to show you guys in spectator. So it started right here with just the stone, and that goes all the way out to about here. And I started with that, and I was like, okay, we're building a mountain range. It's almost done, you know? All we gotta do is the other side, because I was like, oh yeah, you know, mountains, they don't have to be that wide. And I was like, but realistic mountains do have a lot of depth. They have their own biome within them. And so I decided I was gonna build that up. And so I came out here, and I was like, I want to build a Nordic village up here. So I did. And I put it right here. If it'll load. If it'll load. Come on. There you go. So then I built this, and I was like, well, it has to have this like really cool cliff at the end. So I built the cliff at the end, and I expanded that a little bit. I was like, oh, what if it had a really cool ice waterfall, like the water froze? So I built that, and then I was like, oh, it needs a bowl around it too, because that would just be really cool. So I built that. I came out here, we built the cherry grove. Looks pretty neat. Came down around this way. We're gonna add more forest over here, and then bigger mountain peaks over there. And recently, like the last couple of months, I've been working over here in this forest, and I have built this temple, which it may load, it may not. It's loosely based off of like Star Wars Sith temples. I thought it would look kind of cool, and it does, in my opinion anyway. But we've been building this area over here, and it's been looking pretty good. But last couple, I don't know how long have we been working on this? Off and on over the last maybe 2 or 3 months, I would say, is how long we've been working on this cave. 4 months, yeah. Off and on for the last 4 months in this cave, because we also have been working. We finished up over here in Bonsai Grove. We added these 2 buildings, this platform, the pathway, the little pond, something like that. So it's not been like our main focus necessarily, but it's been something that we have been working on. I tried to do a cool small Easter egg hunt on King SMP with 1 egg. It got found in like 10 minutes though. Yeah, they found that really quickly. It didn't surprise me. I looked in the chat as soon as you sent that message. I was like, oh, that's gonna be found quickly. And I looked in the chat, and they were already talking about how to blow up the chunk most effectively. And yeah, they did it. I was kind of proud of them. I'm not gonna lie. They did a good job. It's long for 2 years. You know, it's pretty big, yeah. We've still got probably, I'm gonna try to finish it this year. I want to finish this whole build this year. And, if I can, that would be great. However, I'm not sure I'm not sure I can. So we'll see. But the idea is we finish the entire base this year. And then we'll start the next season of King SMP after that. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that have led to me making that decision, but big one being long-time viewer SMPs just really don't work, unfortunately, which does make me sad. Because I would love to play in a world like super long-term with you guys, but it's hard to maintain players, and it's hard to get new players. So, you know, it's one of those things until we figure out a good way to make that work. Which I have been brainstorming some ideas. This is going to probably be an ongoing issue, and we'll be doing smaller seasons the next couple of seasons while I do brainstorm. Things like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a Skyblock season, and then we're gonna do a Anarchy season. That'll be very short-lived. I hate Anarchy servers. I appreciate them as a concept, but they are not for me, that's for sure. But, you know, gonna try out some different ideas for our next couple of seasons, and then hopefully by then I'll either have an idea to make seasons last a lot longer and make it more fun for everybody involved, or I will end up having an idea for some smaller builds that we can do that would keep people engaged. At least long enough to keep a normal season length, which would be about a year. From what I've told my friends and from what they've told me about their servers, usually that's about how long their SMPs last, is about a year. Which is actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed that this one's lasted 2 years. And I mean, admittedly, there's days where it's just me online, which is okay. There's also days where it's like, you know, me and Swiftu or me and Pi. There's days where I'm not even online. I mean, I play only twice a week usually, but you know, I'd love to find ways to make it so that there's more fun things to do, just in general. Let's see, I crushed my family at kickball, had an Easter egg hunt and food, and went to 2 church services and the usual awkward family conversations. That's what we love to hear. I've had my fair share of awkward family conversations. My family loves to discuss my relationship status, and that's fun to sit in on. That one's a lot of fun to sit in on. But you know, I enjoyed myself, and yeah, I did also attend. I attended one service. That's all we had. But it was a good time. Good time in general. I love Easter, man. I like, beyond just what it means, the food is fantastic. I know I shouldn't care about food this much, but food is so good. That is actually almost perfect. I think I might connect these up just a little bit, and then I'll connect that up there. And that'll be, like, really good. And then we'll just have the veins kind of connected, like, little mini bridges. You know how, like, do I have, like, an example I can show you here? I don't. It's kind of like a piece of cloth. That's kind of what the skulk is like. It grows in super thin with a couple of small layers. And then it weaves in a couple more smaller threads, and then it slowly thickens up into being this. That's how I imagine Skulk. So like this is like, oh yeah, that's a really almost, I don't know if you've ever used a washcloth so much that it starts tearing at the ends and the threads are coming through and you have like a mesh almost. That's what I imagine Skulk vein being like. And then you have your actual Skulk block, which is, you know, an entire piece. Keep on going and never give up building? Absolutely. Absolutely. I have been enjoying building. I've been enjoying Minecraft a lot lately. I want to keep on building. I want to do a lot more, and you guys will be seeing that over the next couple of weeks. YouTube, you guys are getting... I guess I'm going to announce this today. I forgot to announce it earlier. YouTube is now getting all Minecraft streams, so it's no longer just the Monday and Friday streams on YouTube. You'll also be getting Thursday and Tuesday as well, because Twitch SMP is those days usually. And I just don't stream Twitch SMP on YouTube usually, but there's no reason for me to not. And then Twitch, I guess I should probably tell you guys. Again, I've explained this a couple of times, but I forget to make an actual announcement. But as soon as we finish Stardew Valley, which is our Wednesday night game, Wednesday night streams will go away. But Twitch, you get that exclusively right now, because the algorithm doesn't really like it when you play different games. So I'm trying to appease everyone as best I can. I do love Stardew though. But once we finish our last achievement on Stardew, then we'll have Wednesday nights wrapped up, which will give me a lot more time to work on videos, which I'm excited about. I can't wait to show you guys some of the video ideas I have. I think you'll like them. Honestly, I've been having a fun time on the SMP recently. My main issue is not having anything, but now this nerd that I bought the city and castle from has a ton of building resources, making it way more fun for me. That's so fair, Swifto. That is so fair. And I think that's honestly one thing I might try to look into for the next season as well, is not necessarily making the game easier to get resources on, but making an easier way to collaborate with other people. For example, Derek loves to grind. I'm like 99% sure that's all Derek does, is grind. And that's awesome. That's great. He'd be great to run a shop or to help somebody else build their base. So, you know, I think honestly, trying to find a way to help people kind of collaborate a little bit more on builds and work together on things would definitely help the server's longevity. Okay, kind of reaching out a little bit there. I have to remember it's a living organism to some degree, so it does, like, reach. And so I need to find ways to make that look right. Same, that was the awkward convo for me too. Relationship convos with family are so weird. They really are. Well, they always want to know, like, the weirdest things, and it's just like, you know, I didn't really want to talk about this today. It's not, like, that weird. Okay, let me specify. It's just, like, why do you want... Why is this what we're choosing to talk about? What if we talked about my sibling instead of me? Like, we could do that instead. But, no, it's me. I'm the problem. And, you know, that's okay. It's fun. But it can be very incredibly awkward. Bro can't stop grinding. Derek doesn't know anything other than grind. That's exactly what I wanted that to look like. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys ever have this feeling, but the second something just comes together and looks the way you wanted it to, that is beauty. That is awesome. Okay. If you need inspo for the Skulk, watch Stranger Things Season 3. I haven't actually watched any Stranger Things. I've always heard people say it's good, but I never watched it. I might have to at some point. There's a lot of shows I need to watch. That's one thing I haven't talked to you guys about in a minute. I've talked about applying to jobs and like all that stuff. Like, oh yeah, I've been doing that. I have. I've been trying to get some extra income going. You know, I wanna be a good tax-paying citizen. No, that's just code for I found a lot of things I want to spend money on. But turns out this is not a great job market. I had my third or fourth rejection. I shouldn't say rejection. It's basically a rejection though. I got my third like application termination notice today, which is like crazy. I don't understand. I really don't. Walmart is ghosting me, which we all know Walmart hires anyone. So, you know, that's great. FBI is not hiring, so we gotta screw that. That idea is not working out. Starbucks hasn't gotten back to me. I might have to turn to DoorDash or McDonald's. Like, I jokingly said I would work at McDonald's. I was halfway serious because, like, I was like, if I got desperate, yeah, I would. And I still would if I got desperate. Things might be desperate. It might be desperate. Have you had a single person responding back to you? I've had responses. They've just not been ideal. Let's say that, you know. They're not mean. It's just they keep saying they're pursuing other candidates, aka we're not hiring anyone right now, but we're saying we are. Which is, you know, that's okay. You know, I can't control what other people say or do. And I don't want to. I just wish businesses were upfront about things. That's all. I'm sorry that terrible job markets aren't great. Yeah, it's all right. You know, nothing we can do about it right now. It's just make do with what we got, you know? I'll get through it. I have for the last 3 years, 4 years, 3.5 years. I don't know. However long I've been here, so 3.5 years, I think. It just is what it is. Look at the camera really quickly and smile. I'm sorry, that's about as good of a smile as you're getting right now. I can't talk about the state of the world and smile. No, I'm not gonna lie. Life is good. Like, regardless of economic status at the moment, I'm feeling pretty okay. There's a little bit of doom and gloom out there, of course, but that's just life sometimes. Hablas español? No. English solos, por favor? I don't think I used the right word there, but I got somewhere close. English, por favor. I know Spanish, guys. Let's go. No, I took like this much Duolingo. I got really bored. Sí, solo hablas en inglés. Oh my gosh. Okay. How's that look? Anyway, you know, how does that look? Oh, is there a creeper? Oh, he's inside. Okay. Not me X-raying. I would never. I would never. Okay, how's that look? That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, we just need to do that all throughout here. until we get down to about here where it starts really getting caked up. I don't know what other word to use there. That it was in reference to like actual. Okay. Word choices, King. Word choices. You know, I could have probably picked better words. Do you want a drawing of you in the future? You know, I'm not ever against it. Actually, most of my channel art comes from other people. I legendary artist Chunky Nuggy, Kainomly. They did my profile art for Twitch. I use it on other platforms as well, but I can't remember which ones. I know YouTube. I did a parody of it basically, with my Minecraft skin. But okay, what did you message me? Hang on, Swifty. What did you send me? No, no, no. I hate it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I would rock it. I would rock a green apron. I would. I just got sent a picture by Swifty of me in a Starbucks outfit. I honestly would thrive in that environment. I love stressful situations. And it's work that you don't bring home with you. Except you smell like coffee, but there's worse things to smell like. There are a lot worse things to smell like. When I worked at Walmart, there was a lot of fun things that happened at Walmart. And a lot of things you did bring back with you, unfortunately. Whether you wanted to or not. When I was working at Walmart, there were a couple of times where there were medical emergencies, and you know, I don't get too bothered by that. Except like you never know what happens after the fact, and so like you just kind of move on. But I remember one time we found this dude passed out in the bleach aisle. And he we didn't. I guess I should probably tell you how we found him. So there was a trail of blood throughout our store. And we were trying to find where the beginning and where the end of the trail was, and that's how we found him. Then it was about cleaning up the mess while we waited for paramedics to get there. The guy was fine. He was just in diabetic shock, I guess. The blood had nothing to do with anything except he was on blood thinners, and he happened to cut himself on a cart. But that was an interesting one. We had a lot of elderly couples come in, and they were some of the sweetest people. I remember this one couple. It was this lady in a wheelchair, and then this gentleman. He was really tall, and he would push her, and then she would push the cart. And very sweet couple, very, very, very kind. But one day he stopped coming with her, and I don't know what happened. And like, I mean, I'm left to assume I know what happened, but I never found out what. So you know, there's things like that, small things. I don't regret working at Walmart. There were some fun times. We had the freezers go out one day. And so, like, all of our freezers. So the ice cream, the milk, the lasagna, the pizzas, the chicken nuggets, everything that was in the frozens went out. and we had to mad rush over the course of 30 minutes to try to get everything back into the freezers. We got about a quarter of it back before the manager said, hey guys, you're out of time. The insurance will probably cover a lot of this or all of it. But you guys did good. And she's like, but we need people to stay after. So if you guys would help, we'll buy you pizza, we'll give you overtime, we'll give you ice cream, we'll make you cakes. Like, we'll do whatever you guys need to stay. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay because I was a minor at the time and curfew laws. Dang it. But I was gonna so stay, dude. They were offering snacks and energy drinks. I was so hyped. That was a fun time. Not for my managers. They were stressed because they were like, I don't want to fill out the insurance on this. Because you got to count every single item. It's a whole process. Hello, Bun Bun. Welcome on in, and welcome back, Maddie. Hope your YouTube channel's doing well. My friend's brother smells like meat when he comes home every day. However, won't tell you where he works. Meat can refer to various things. That's an interesting statement, Swifto. I need to look over here. I hate that. I would never, gosh, no. English or Spanish? Your mom. What you gonna do now? I need Skulk. Right. Wait. Before I get Skulk, we gotta go to spawn and see what Swifty built. Let's see. Okay, my zoom key is working. Oh, I see a box. I see a box. Whoa. Hang on. I did not realize how big this is. Okay. That's solid. That is solid. Okay. You're making you're making Jervs over here look a little small. They're gonna have to upgrade their store space. I love it, dude. I love it. You're doing good. Is that for me? It's for me. Oh. He didn't stay around very long. Okay, that's good. Well, oh my gosh, dude. How many shulkers? You've died a couple of times, fair enough. I've died a few times. I'm gonna go home, sleep, and then we're gonna go to the end. And I will quickly get more Skulk. That's crazy. Hope he was okay. I think he was. The paramedic seemed to think he was gonna do fine. But, that was a time. It was certainly a time to be alive. I'm trying to think of some of the other interesting things we did at Walmart. I remember one day working at Walmart gave me a lot of fun times. There was one time where I got stuck counting Kit Kats. They had them on clearance, and it was 141 Kit Kats. You might ask me how I remember. It's because I had to count each and every Kit Kat and make sure it got scanned. That was fun. That was really fun. All my coworkers abandoned me at that moment. The second they saw her rolling up with that box, they all disappeared. I don't know what happened, man. Let me pull out my other hoe and break some of this for some XP so we can repair my main hoe. There we go. Let's see. I draw streamers sometimes. I can actually show you if you want. I'm working on one right now if you want, and you can tell me if you want a drawing just so you know. It'll take a while if I do. Yeah, no worries, dude. I honestly, I appreciate art all the time. That makes it sound so disingenuous. I do appreciate art. It's always cool seeing people's take on myself or my characters or stories or moments or anything like that. But I also enjoy seeing other people's art of of streamers and such. One person or one group in specific that I really love seeing the art for is Skyblock Kingdoms. There is a huge artist community there that just they just casually draw the characters from the Skyblock Kingdom server, and oh my goodness, they are so talented. Like, I wish I could draw. I really wish I could draw. But I know I'll never be happy with it when I can see just how amazing some people are at it. It's very, very awesome. The quote, let me pull up my other hoe. You know, you got your main hoe, you got your other hoe. That's just how this works, you know? I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta have two hoes. They're good at different things. That's the moral of the story. I don't know if there's really a moral for why you should have two hoes, but there is now. I am talking about gardening tools still. Let me be clear. That's all I've been talking about this entire time. If you're thinking of the other thing, that's on you. Not me. If you have Discord, I can show you. I also put it as my PFP on YouTube. I have both a Discord and I can check YouTube. Yeah, let me quickly pull up YouTube. And I think, did I set this up? Yes, I did. There's the Discord link if you want to join. You do not have to at all, though. Let me quickly open up your channel here, though. Ooh. You're so talented. What the heck? That looks awesome. That looks so awesome, Ava. What the heck? I'm impressed. I can't do that. I can't. I really want to, but I cannot. Maybe we bring back the Drawing with King series sometime. We'll see. I know you can't even get one of those. What, a gardening tool? I trying to think. Do I have a hoe in my garage? I don't think I do. I have a rake. I have a shovel. I've got trash bags. I think I've got some rope. I've got plastic wrap. Got a couple of various chemicals and stuff, but I don't have any hose in my garage. But I do know where I can get some. Let me just say. Things I do in my free time after school. Well, you're very talented at it. I think you should definitely keep up with it if you can. I know there are moments in anything where somebody feels like they should quit. If you ever end up in that kind of moment where you're like, I hate this, I'm bad at art. No, you're not. No, you're not. Wow. That's impressive. There's a lot of patience that comes with art. It's just really tough when my main thing about art that I struggle with is seeing how quickly other people get it before I can get it. And I know comparison is like the thief of joy or something like that. But it's really hard not to look at what other people are able to do with the same amount of time that you're doing it and do it 10 times better. Thanks, I bet I can impress you more. I drew that with my finger on my phone. There's no... What? You drew that with your... Okay. Okay. Wow. That is a lot more impressive. Okay. Dude, what? Wow, okay. I'm in shock a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I can't draw anything on my phone. I should show you guys my art sometime. I've done some streams where I've done art on stream and I've done it keyboard and mouse. I just got a drawing tablet. I say just, it was 4 months ago. I got it for Christmas. I feel bad because I only used it like twice, but I want to use it again. And if I can, I would like to pull up some of the stuff I made on my tablet and or not my tablet, well, I guess it is a tablet, my iPad. I used to draw a lot on there. It wasn't very good, but I did draw a lot. So I'd like to pull out that sometime, maybe show you guys some of that. And then I'd like to pull out some of the newer stuff that I drew off stream, maybe. I'd really like to do another drawing with King stream, but I just don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Maybe if I have extra time in the weeks when I am recording videos. I'm not pivoting away from streams. I'm just trying to find a good split between videos and streams because I need more videos out. I feel bad that I keep saying I'm gonna make them and then I never do. So I'm trying to get through my idea backlog while I have time right now. We're almost done repairing the hoe. I probably should have just went to the end farm in all honesty. Oh well. You live and you learn. The streams are interesting. I remember the peanut butter one. Oh, dude, we had some great times. That was peak King, honestly. Good old peanut butter. I forced myself to draft videos, thumbnails, titles, and ideas today. I got like 15 or so. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all, dude. Are those like full-length videos too? If so, that's pretty good. I threw a bunch of ideas at the wall. I've got 120 short ideas. I've got... I don't want to spoil that. I've got... I don't know how many episodes of a series kind of through ideation. But I've got a lot of those pretty well ready. I just got to split it up into a way that makes sense, episodically speaking. Jesus 120, where did you come with 120 short ideas? I can pull up the list. I can't tell you what's on the list, but I can pull it up. So the way I did it was I came up with several categories for how I wanted to do shorts. So I've got shorts where it's a tutorial type video, so it's showing somebody how to do something, or a trivia and fact category where it's talking about something that somebody may not know, or something that's just really interesting. Inspiration, so telling somebody like, oh yeah, you can do it, giving them some inspiration with builds or something like that. stream clips, I just gotta pull up a couple of streams and boom, I've got some clips that are short worthy. And then I've also got behind the scenes ideas as well that would hopefully be interesting to some people. But after coming up with a couple of ideas in each category, you can really start just, once your mind gets going, it doesn't stop. That's what I've been finding. So I've been spending a lot of time just trying to get through the process of being creative. And then I want to spend some time just batch recording. And so tomorrow, hopefully I will record. There's going to be a new snapshot, I believe. If there's not, I'll probably cover the colored lighting because everybody else on YouTube is covering it. I should probably do it too. It is a big piece of news in all honesty. I forgot to mention it. But you know, that's a thing. If there is a snapshot tomorrow, I'll just record a new snapshot video. If there's not, then I will probably spend some time batch recording one of my video types. And then I'll spend some time the day after that editing it. And I'm going to try to slowly build up a content backlog so that I don't have to play catch up the entire time. So eventually I'd like to record like 10 shorts in a day and then edit those and then record 10 more, edit those, try to get through all of that if I can. That way I don't have to worry about shorts for like a month. I'm really jealous of people like Gus who put in so much work and time into it that he's like a couple of months ahead. I wish I could do that. Hello Gojo, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. A lot of my video ideas involve more creators. That's one of the problems I'm in right now, is one of my ideas does require some extra help from other creators, and I don't know if they'd be interested in helping with it or not. Especially because, unfortunately, the way the creator space is right now. Now, I have a lot of friends in it, but if you're just reaching out to a certain creator because, you know, you think it would be fun, there's not a lot of value proposition there. But usually they want some sort of value out of it. So is it going to bring me more views on my channel? Yes or no? No? Okay, well then, is it going to be so much fun that I can sacrifice it? No? Okay. Is there going to be any money involved that makes it worth my time? No? Okay, so why am I doing it? You know, that's the tough thing with where I'm at. Especially considering a lot of the creators even I know, I'd feel bad asking them. And I know they would tell me it's no big deal. You can ask and I would happily do it. But I feel bad that they would be getting practically nothing out of it, other than it would be really cool for them later down the road, because I don't want to spoil it, but story. That's as much as I can say about that. Story purposes, it would be really, really cool. I'm working on getting a server with some cool Minecraft creators, like a casting server to get people for the videos. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. The what? What you doing? Hey, we're not doing a ton right now. Just farming skulk so that we can finish building our skulk cave, hopefully in the next couple of hours. We probably won't finish the cave today, but we'll finish placing skulk, that's for sure. I have the world swap video, which is really cool, but I need creators. Yes. One idea that I've got, or one video that I think you should check out sometime, SwiftDo, it follows a world swap idea. Is Viking Pilot and is it Code Neon? They have a world called... What is it called? It's a Minecraft world where they swap it every month. And so they share this world, and so they each have 1 month to work in it. Oh, I love that series. Oh, you watched it? It's really good. It's really, really good. But I thought you'd find that interesting because it's similar. It is a world swap of sorts. I've only watched Vikings POV episode 1, but I wanted to watch more. It's just I've not had a ton of time. I'm behind on everything. I feel so bad. I want to watch the rest of Avid's Misadventures series, but I don't know if I can. Obviously, mine is in a shorter time frame. Yes, yes. A full month is actually a considerable amount of time to get things done. But, I think for the sake of content, having it, like, shorter for a week or so would probably be better. Especially if you could... Oh, you could even get really complicated with it or have a lot more fun with it if you wanted to have them partner up, so you have 2 creators on each cycle. And so, like, let's say for the first cycle around, it's SwiftDo and Creator X. And then Creator Y and Creator Z are the next pair. And then when it goes back to SwiftDo, he's actually not going to be with Creator X, he's going to be with Creator Y that time, and Creator X and Z are going to be there together. And then the next time it goes around, it's going to be SwiftDo and Creator Z, and then X and Y will be on the next go. That way you could actually have a collab that's beyond just... it'll be beyond just one person working on it at a time. It would be a nightmare to schedule, don't get me wrong, but it would be really cool as well, I think, because you'd have somebody to bounce off of in terms of recording. That could be a good sequel idea. Yeah, I don't hate that. It's an interesting idea. I like your idea though as well. I think just... Unfortunately, playing just Minecraft doesn't really do it anymore for people. Like, I enjoy playing Minecraft. That's how I enjoy playing the game, is just playing the game. But for YouTube's sake, you have to have some sort of twist because you're trying to be unique. That's the main focus of YouTube, is giving something that no one else can give to your audience. Which unfortunately means that you're going to have a lot... You're gonna have a lot of ideas that unfortunately are either unoriginal or you gotta find a twist on it. So even like, for example, hardcore, it's Minecraft, but if you die, you lose your world. You still gotta add a twist on top of that twist because everybody's already done hardcore. So you gotta do, okay, hardcore, but it's in 1.2, version 1.2. Okay, somebody's already done Minecraft hardcore in an old version. Well, we should do it on console edition. Has anyone done that? Probably. But if you package the video right, I think people would still watch it because it is still unique to some degree. Let's see. Is this the Krilling SMP? Yes, yes it is, Mumbo. How's it going? Hello Derek, welcome in. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you again. Maybe if you find all those old motivational speeches, you could put those out with each of their own video. Are you talking like my motivational speeches? I've made a couple. If you're talking about like the ones that are in all the other shorts, oh, absolutely, I've got you. I've had a couple of motivational speeches. I wish I could pull it out more often. My motivational speeches have been lackluster lately. I don't know. I wish I could get back to it. I'm not a philosopher anymore. I've lost that capability. It's tough. Oh. I might allow other creators to even apply to post an event. That's a good idea. Good idea. The Philosopher Kings are usually old. That's true. That is true. You know, once you've lived enough life to have a comment on the state of the world, you know, I feel like you're at least gonna be in your 50s, right? That's the thought to me anyway. I mean, I'm pretty wise for a 20-year-old, but I definitely could learn a lot more. That's for sure too. Okay, throw all of that in there. We got so much skulk. Oh my goodness. I mean, at least that's what I needed, was a bunch of skulk. Guess that's kind of why I was at the farm, wasn't it? Alright. Let me turn off the farm really quick. Boop. Okay, slash back. Where am I going? I need music and sounds. There we go. I'm not even reading anymore. Okay. It's funny how fast I can make a Discord server. I have like 10 of these things by now. That's so fair. I've got more than I'd like to admit. I need to get back into working on Creator Compass, but I think I'm gonna soft open it again. More so with some of the behind the scenes shorts that I'm making. They'll kind of go over some of the content creation tips and tricks, and you know, that would hopefully kind of suffice just for a little bit until I can actually have time to throw out Creator Compass. Unfortunately, I signed myself up for too much, and I don't know how to fix it. New issue every Sunday. I didn't read the newest issue here. Breaking news. New cheap housing available from Gervasian's Preserved Pie or Flame DM Preserved Pie or Flames on Discord for more info. Congratulations to all winning bidders in the recent auction. W. Hello. Hello. Have some potatoes. Once you've been a Discord mod for a while, it becomes ridiculously easy to make a server. Oh, absolutely. The amount of times I've had to change settings for other people. I know how to make a server because I mean, I've run mine for a while, but I probably have learned more about making Discord servers because I've been making them for other people than I have for myself. I've made Marie 2 or 3 Discord servers. I've made Just Cause one. I didn't make Alias's Discord server, but I did put a decent amount of work into it. I had to overhaul it at one point because some of it was outdated. I helped one of my deceased friends make a Discord server. I've learned a lot working on Kit's Discord server. She set hers up like really fancy. I was impressed. I've learned a lot about making bots because Of course, why don't we have a custom bot? Keep pressing shift like that and sticky keys is gonna get you. I disabled that message. I was not gonna get got by the sticky keys. I'm back. Welcome back, Ava. Hope you're doing well. Let me get through here. I don't want to use my last couple of rockets, but I might have to. I say that as if I don't have a shulker box full of rockets. I should be okay. Where's my ender chest? Okay. Are you streaming on both YouTube and Twitch? Yes, I am. I will actually hopefully be streaming on YouTube and Twitch for the foreseeable future, for every stream except Stardew. Once Stardew is done, then we're getting rid of Wednesdays anyway. But I'll hopefully begin starting to do other platforms as well. I really want to try Instagram. I've never seen anybody stream on Instagram for Minecraft gameplay, and for some reason I just think either it will do so well that like everybody's gonna be doing it because it's like the new meta, or that's not meant to be a joke. Okay, let me be honest. That was not supposed to be a joke about Meta as a company, but I don't know if I'll find the new meta and it's like, oh yeah, there's nobody streaming here, so let's all watch the big streamer, the one person on Instagram, or it'll flop and fail miserably. There's no in between. But I want to try it for like maybe a month, see what happens. If it doesn't work, oh well, okay? Am I bleeding? No. Okay. What was I gonna say? Hey, don't... leave me alone. Oh yeah, if it doesn't work out on Instagram, there's like no harm in trying it. But if that doesn't work, I'm also planning maybe doing TikTok, because I've heard that's good, and I'm going to be posting TikToks again, along with YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and all the short form places. I might also try Kick, because why not? You know, be everywhere kind of deal. Try that for a month, see if I like it at all. I don't really want to be on Kick because I hate Kick for everything it is because of the people that they allow on their platform. Like, I'm not about censorship necessarily, but I don't want my face next to some of those things. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know... I'm not trying to de-platform anyone. There's just better platforms for that kind of stuff. Kick is where the bathwater girl streamers are. That is true. It's also where the bathwater Minecraft KingRegNogs are. I mean, what? No, I'm not on Kick. And I will not be selling my bathwater. Probably. I mean, unemployment... You know, I've told you guys, you know, job market's been pretty rough lately. Oh man, of course you would say that, Smoke too. Of course you would. So I get this man employed. I'm trying so hard. I even applied to be a delivery driver for Walmart. And then they rejected it immediately because I put in some information wrong and they won't let me fix it. So, screw them. Or something like that. Maybe I need to be a little bit nicer. I don't know. Also, thank you for saying that you like my art because some people make fun of it and say it's bad. Well, I think it's good. I think it's really good. And anyone that says it's bad is probably way worse at art, is the truth. A lot of people, and this is gonna sound cheesy and like so cliche or whatever. A lot of people make fun of you just because they're jealous. And that is so true. It wouldn't have become so common of a thing to say if it weren't true. People... Did someone say cheese? I did say cheese. You know, they're not good at art, so they're gonna try to drag other people's art down because they want it. They want you to be on their level. They want you to feel like they're like you. So the best way to do that is to say your art sucks. That's just not cool. You know, I can appreciate somebody's talent and recognize there's a lot of room for me to grow. And I ain't acting like I'm perfect. I've definitely done that in the past. Not about art, but definitely about other things, I'm sure. But there's a lot of garbage people out there who just try to drag you down because they're self-conscious about what they make, and instead of addressing the real problem, it's easier to make other people have a problem instead. People suck. People are great, but they are also awful sometimes. That's just the nature of humanity in general, I would say, but I don't know. Can you teach me how to art? Someone help me. I don't know how to draw eyes without making them look depressed. My eyes always turn out super demonic. One of my friends tried to teach me, and she was like, I don't know how you're doing that. You're drawing it just the way I'm telling you, and yet it still looks super demonic. And I don't know how to fix it. So we gave up on the eyes. Who needs help? Frogwo from Twitch and Minecraft. It wouldn't be cliche if it wasn't so common. Okay, what if your art actually sucks like me? You know, I've seen Ava's art. I know it's good. My art, it's subjective. I'll say that much. Yeah, I'll say that much. Every time you draw, you just release the inner demons. Honestly, though, honestly. I need to find something I really want to draw, in all honesty. I think if I found something that, like, really just made me feel happy, that made me go, yes, this is something worth spending hours on, I could probably hammer out a drawing and it turn out okay. But my big issue right now, I think, is just finding the inspiration that I need in order to make something and spend a lot of time on it. I really want to spend some time trying to make some different types of fan art of some kind, whether that be for some of my friends or a series I like. I've been thinking about trying to do some for the Minecraft movie. I don't know what it would be yet, though, because like I am not an artist by any means, but I think I could probably draw Jack Black. Okay, I think I could. Although my friend Kit, she really wants to see a she wants to see art of okay, minor spoiler for the Minecraft movie. I say minor. It's the B plot, okay? It is the B plot. Just shield your ears. I'll give you guys a thumbs up when it's time, when I'm done talking about it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So she wants to see fan art of the I'm gonna give Frog a second. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I think Frog's good now. She wants to see fan art of the villager and Jennifer Coolidge's character, and she wants to see the. I don't know if she wants to see one or both of them pregnant in the same portrait, but that's what she wants. And I don't know how to draw for the life of me, but I think it'd be so funny to give her a crappy drawing of that, just so she can say she's seen it. I want to see some fan art of that. Why? Why? I mean, okay, fine. Maybe I'll learn it. Maybe I'll learn how to draw just for that. Okay. You guys are good now. See, I mean, you definitely are an artist on Minecraft. I mean, look at the beauty you're making in Minecraft. Let's see. Yes. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, this is art. I will say this is art, and music is art. It's just it's not the same art. And I guess maybe I'm an overachiever and I want to learn all the art forms or whatever. You know, I love Minecraft. I love making videos, doing streams, making thumbnails. I love music. Music is so fun. I wish I could learn how to write music. But I've never been really good at that either. But I really, really would love how to learn how to draw. Like, that would be awesome. But just like music, and just like Minecraft, I guess, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to get to the point where you're actually able to make the things you want to make. I'm gonna leave that alone now. I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna do this stalagmite a little bit. And I think, I don't know, but I think, well, no, not after this one. After that one, we'll be all done with the skulk placing for a little bit. Because then it'll be about, well, we'll still place veins. We gotta place all the veins around things. But after the veins, then we're done for a little bit. Then I can actually focus on placing the big veins, the warped stem. And kind of drag that all around the place. Kind of make it look nice and pretty or whatever, I don't know. What emoji can I use for a channel to post YouTube and Twitch channels? Like a self-promo channel of sorts? Is that what you're thinking? YouTube would be a play button. You can definitely find a play button. Twitch, I usually go with purple, like a purple circle. There's a purple circle emoji. Reg, I have a gift. Hey, yo. Slash TPA frog. Hello. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I will treasure this forever. In fact, it's going straight to the ender chest. It's too valuable to lose. Also, I need to grab my rocket box and pull out a couple of those. Okay. What? Thought I pressed the button. That's fine. Okay. I went the wrong way. You know, that's okay. I kid you not, I've done that. Like in the real world where you give somebody something or you're getting ready to part ways and you both have to go the same way in order to leave. So you go the long way around. I remember one time at Walmart when I worked there, my coworker and I, we were walking and she just got off the clock. I just got off the clock, and I was getting ready to leave, picking up my stuff out of the break room, and she came in. Like, oh, you heading out too? I was like, yep. And we're like, okay, well, I hope you have a great night. Blah 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 blah. Bye. And then we both start walking out. And it dawned on me, we both parked at the same spot. Like, we were parked next to each other out in the parking lot. So it was going to be a long walk to the door right after we already said bye. Then it was going to be a long walk to the car. So I decided I would walk around the store a little bit. They were getting ready to close, and my manager was looking at me, and she's like, what are you doing? You can't even buy anything right now. And I'm like, I just wanted to avoid an awkward situation. She's like, I understand. I'm like, thank you. What's the IP? Exclamation mark IP in chat will get you all the information you need. Yeah, that was awkward. I just walked all the way around the store for a little bit. I pretended I was looking at the clearance aisle, but I wasn't really. I usually looked at it, but I knew what was in there already because I put everything in the clearance aisle that day. Hello, Ben. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, that was a fun time. What's your least favorite type of wood? Ooh. That's tough. That's really tough. Well, no, tough is a stone type. Okay, that's a dumb joke. I'm sorry. The worst one to mine and collect is by far mangrove. But mangrove is very pretty. For asking you a question again. That's fair. I don't blame you. I like I don't well Acacia is okay. I know this might make some people mad, but Acacia isn't bad. It's just not easy to use. Like one you'd never use in a build. See, that's the problem though. I'm telling Kit, I know she loves Acacia. But hear me out. She probably is going to learn to hate it again. That's it, it's just been burned into her mind that she has to like it. She is Acacia. I mean, right now, but she won't be always. I mean, eventually they're gonna restart SPK, and she should have a new wood type, unless she just got stuck with Acacia again, in which case, GG's. Acacia is good. It's just like the problem is it's very tough to use for me anyway. The orange is very aggressive. The gray wood is good. Like the bark, that's fine. That's actually really usable. Stripped acacia is good, but again, it's just hard to find a use for that color of orange. I hate acacia. The only way that would make me like it as a strip variant. No, I got worse type. I got a worse wood type. Mangrove, it's annoying to get ugly and no variants of it look good. I like mangrove. I don't know what you're on about, dude. What the heck? Mangrove is awesome. Sounds like something I do. Avoiding social interactions is my life for real. Dude, I felt that. I try so hard to avoid people sometimes. It just never works out. When have you ever used mangrove? Have I used it on this world? I have. Slash warps. May I introduce to you mangrove wood? Look at that. Beautiful. I like it better with shaders because it's a little more vibrant, but I wanted to show you without shaders as well. That's mangrove there too. It's a really good block. I don't know. It's annoying to get. It's so annoying to get, but it looks so pretty. And I know this is like a very niche use case scenario, but still. Like, that red color is so nice. And I'm gonna actually be using it in Tiny SMP. Oh my gosh. I have the wrong TSMP in mind. Twitch SMP. I'm gonna be using it in Twitch SMP when we start building the city under the water. Mangrove is gonna kind of have some cool highlights in there. It's a great highlight block. I would not use it to build like a house, like straight up just go, oh yes, I'm building a house fully out of mangrove. But it's a great highlight block, which I'm sure, I guess maybe acacia is too. I don't know. I've always hated it, and maybe it's time I change my mind. I don't know. Maybe I need to try it again. Maybe I need to try it again. It doesn't work anywhere else. I don't have any extra mangrove to like prove you wrong. What the heck? Oh, somebody dropped ender pearls. Okay. I don't know. I think there's some good uses for it. I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like these roofs look good. I think it's a great roof block. It could be a great highlight block, something like let me think. Do I have any builds that I could showcase this on? Let me go to the village. Honestly, if these towers, if I really wanted to come back to them, okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's this green thing here. It would look fine if I actually highlighted that with red instead. I really wanted green though, because emeralds. I might still do some highlights because like there's space here to do a highlight. I kind of wanted to do a mural here, maybe here and there. I've thought about it. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to do though, so I don't know if I will. I need to finish this build, like desperately, but I think there's some places mangrove would look good in here as well. If I didn't do the smithing table, stripped mangrove log would look good here. If I didn't want to utilize carpet, I mean I used yellow carpet here, so it wouldn't apply. But if I was gonna do red, I would even consider doing like stripped mangrove log there, just to give it a different color. It's a great inset block, so if I wanted to inset the floor somewhere, do I have anywhere I could show that at? Not really. Let me go back. So like, for example, I've inset this here. I think it's a great inset color and block. It's too aggressively red, which is true about concrete too. Think about concrete and the way we use that. I think that's the way we probably should be treating some of these colored woods. Like I don't use bamboo, like at all. Honestly though, it would probably be fine if I used it as an inset block instead. Now stripped bamboo, that's a great block. I can utilize that in a lot of different scenarios. I've just not gotten accustomed to it being a block. But bamboo wood, for example, the green one, it does not usually look great if you're just building right out of that. And you go back and work on my build. But I do like mangrove. Acacia, maybe I need to try to learn how to build with it some more. Maybe that's a video idea in the making. How to use acacia, or how to learning how to get past my hatred of acacia wood. So glad I talked about wood. You know, somebody had to talk about wood, and dude, mangrove is so Kevin. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I've got a story for you, King. Oh boy. What? What's up? What's up, Raiden? I'm scared. It's new slang. Okay. Okay, I've never heard that one before. I was just at the pool, right? And my friend Braden was working. Okay. Okay. I'm curious where this is going. And you know, we're both pretty good looking guys relatively, right? Yeah. So I've heard. There's this 20-ish-year-old girl that was at the pool. Oh boy. I'm scared. I'm scared of where this is going. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know where this... There's a lot of places that could go. I mean, all of them are gonna end in a funny thing. Definitely. Definitely. Do I not? I don't... Do I have any skulk in here? I do. Okay. It's about to be really sad because I was like, I don't want to go back to the skulk farm. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Thank you. Kevin equals... What does Kevin equal? I don't know what Kevin equals. Okay. She walks up to him while he's in chair and asks for his number, and he goes, "Oh heck no, I just turned 16." And she tried to keep insisting, but then gave up after a while. So I'm suspicious at this point because I'm done with practice and I get out. She's looking at me, and I go get dressed and go talk to Braden for a while, and he tells me what went down. Oh. Oh no. This is not going where I thought it was going. There may be a police report at the end of this one. Oh, go. Oh boy. Probably cool. I mean, Kevin is a pretty cool name. Let's be real here. I mean, you know, Streamlabs, their mascot is named Kevin. Kevin equals something bad, Owen equals something good, James equals something mid, Noah anything bad, Samuel equals real. When has Owen ever meant something good? Okay, let's just be real here for a second. Do you know any Owen who's good? Like, I feel like this is Owen propaganda. That's Owen propaganda. He made it up just to try to sound like he's good. He's making it up. Just like Owen, the slang is trash. That's the new slang on the street. I ain't using that slang. I feel like this is made up, Swiftu. I'm not gonna lie. That you're making it up, right? Right? This isn't real. This isn't a joke. I don't trust you. Google Kevin on TikTok. I don't want to. Google on TikTok? Are bundles in this version? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we do have bundles. I ain't getting on TikTok no more. How do I make it? You know, that's a good question. I think it's leather and string. Let me double check. Bundle. Yeah, one piece of leather, one piece of string. Let's see. And then after that, I wrap up the convo about 20 minutes later, and I go get my stuff. She starts walking at me, staring at me, walking right towards me. Mind you, it's only me, her, the guards, and like one family on the deck in total, so I grab my headphones. Blast some Denzel full blast so she knows I'm not listening. She taps my shoulder as I walk out, and then I ignore the freak out of her. I am not messing with another 3+ year age gap. You know, that's fair. That is fair. Beyond that, like, I don't know. Feels kind of... I don't like using this word, but... But it feels kind of, you know... It's very creepy. I don't know, who goes to the pool and starts checking people out? I don't know. Okay, maybe a lot more people do that than what I think. Me, JK. That's what they all say. That's what they all say, Swifto. But then, like, proceeds to go and get their number. Hey, King, you got string? I got string. Probably. I can check. All the kids are saying this, King. Oh, what does that mean? PMO. What does that mean? That's so Samuel King. I'm going to ban you. Am I gonna have to add names to the word blacklist? Like, I already blocked a lot of brain rot, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Boop. Enjoy. You don't have to do that. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Hello again. Hello, Maddie. Welcome on in. I've learned and lived that it doesn't work out. That's fair. A lot of people, King. I check people out when I'm working, King, but it's okay because it's low-key my job. But I don't ever say anything. It's more of a, oh, he's hot or she's pretty. That's fair, I guess. You know what hyperpigmentation is? I'm aware of hyperpigmentation, yes. I feel like you're trying to make the slang catch on, but I don't want to believe it's real. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you're pulling my leg. There's no way that's real. No. I refuse. I refuse to believe it. Also, King, I am nominating you for the Ice Bucket Challenge. Okay, I probably... If it still meant the same thing it did back then, I definitely would have done it. But nobody ever watches an Ice Bucket Challenge nowadays and goes, oh yeah, it's for ALS. Like, no. The Ice Bucket Challenge overshadowed ALS in popularity. Which is, like, you know, kind of sad. Kind of sad, but at the same time, I guess, like, you make something too fun and people forget the bad part of it. I did at one point in time. I was gonna do like when I was doing my 12-hour stream, we were gonna do donation goals, And at one point in time, I had on there that I was gonna do an ice bath, for a certain amount of money. And my mom made me take it off there. She was like, "I'm not letting you do that. Well, if you get hypothermia," I'm like, I'm not gonna like be in there for hours and hours and hours. Like, what the heck, Mom? It's making a comeback. Like 15 people have said they're gonna nominate me. The Ice Bucket Challenge is making a comeback, or ALS? Because I will have you know, we have not eradicated ALS, so it didn't go anywhere. Both, you know, fair enough. It's on the it's on the comeback tour. That's My friend Tommy nominated me to do it. I gotta do it now. It's the rules. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, then you support ALS. So bad. My cousins got nominated. Ice bucket. I wouldn't say no to it, but I would definitely do it for a charity reason if I were gonna do it. But I don't think anybody really cares about my thoughts on various uncurable or very low treatment option diseases. Hey King, what's up, Frog? What's this? It's nothing. Okay. Boop. What's up? Whoa. You did not. My I will use this in a build somewhere. Just for you, Frog. I will use this in a build. Hey, Coral, how's it going? Thank you for submitting your taxes 80 times. GG's. You're almost, you're getting close to 100. That's scary. Swiftu, how many are you at? How many are you at? King SMP? King SMP. How's it going, Duck of Death? Good to see you. 97. Okay, you're at almost 100 too. Dang. My ex just sent me a Facebook friend request. That's interesting. Like, which one? Not to be that guy, but which ex? Okay, this is important. Shadow Z Games SMP. Okay, I gotcha. I do remember that name. In fact, I saw it pop up on it was in my notifications earlier today. Okay. The last one? Oh no, Swift. Are you gonna accept it? Are you gonna accept the app, the friend request, or are you? What do you think? That's an interesting position. Deny. That's kind of what my thought process is. Not the one who's a lesbian. See, that was very important information. I was gonna say. One of them might still be able to be your friend one day. The other one, I just foresee it being awkward. And it sounds like she's coming to bargain. Which, you know, maybe she's not. Maybe she just wants to be your friend. I don't know. But I probably wouldn't accept her friend request, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm honestly interested in seeing what would happen. That's fair. I will say, if you accept her friend request, there's a chance she tries to cyber stalk you for a little bit. If she does that, you know, that's on her. But fair warning, you do open yourself up to that. If she just really, really did like you, and hasn't let it go yet, then that's high up on the possibilities list. Sorry, I left because of YouTube and Twitch recipes. No worries, dude, no worries. Plenty of busy times, you know. I've had my fair share of of like life happening last couple of months. So I don't blame you one bit. I'll put those in there. I'll definitely remember they're there. Totally. Okay, did I put I finished all the bottom skull. Okay. I have hiccups. I have hiccups. Hopefully she doesn't do that. That would be the hope. Yeah. She may message you and she may ask to be friends again, just friends. And I think honestly, if she does that, then you should try to be friends with her if you can find it in your heart. It's tough because when you love someone in a way beyond platonic feelings, it's very tough to detach that from how you love them now, or where your friendship is now, because it's hard to go back in a friendship, and that's going backwards. So it's really rough on some people. But if you can find it in your heart to do it, I think you should. But at the same time, that's all up to you, my guy. Let's see. One time my ex texted me and asked me to re-add him on Snapchat. I was like, no, bro. I've never gotten Snapchat, but I could not imagine. I have a lot of people I've removed over the years, from my friends list on social medias and such. And some of them were obsessed with Snapchat. Like, you had to have the streaks, you had to have this, you had to have that, and it's just like, I don't know. I hate that. I want to say hello to you and have conversations that are actually meaningful. I don't want to just send a picture that you're not even looking at because some app told me I had to in order to have a high friendship streak with you or whatever, you know? Sit at home and come here. I just came back to something. Actually, wait, you can't accept that. Hang on. I'll just oh, you can. Sweet. Oh. Did you build this? Okay, you did. What's up? Or maybe you didn't build this. I did before I left. Okay, gotcha. How was that 100 days ago? Oh my goodness. I remember that. Wow. Okay. It's still here and I have my stuff back. Yippee. Yeah. W. I'm glad you got your stuff back. Yeah, that was good. It's a very lovely house you've got. Some room to grow, and you got a nice, beautiful skylight. Also, okay, we're good there. Oop. Let's see. King, do you disapprove of Snapchat. I have very negative opinions towards Snapchat. Big thing, honestly, is just, and I've never used it, so let me just say that much before anyone says like, well, King, that's not how people use it. I know that I know people, but I don't know how people use the app. I don't like it because of the way the messaging works. The whole 24 hours your messages disappear thing. I hate that. I like going back and getting the receipts. Like, oh yeah? Well, you said this. Holds people accountable. You know, you won't get that kind of crap in an email because you can pull up an email on the spot. Now, I don't say you should email your friends to real-time message, but things like Messenger, Instagram has a great messaging system. Text, Discord, things like that usually have some amount of receipts with them. Now, you can still delete your message, but it either will tell you that the message was deleted, or in Discord's case, it doesn't say anything, but I really wish it would tell you there's a message here that was deleted. But there's a lot of people who use Snapchat in very icky ways, and I don't like that. I don't know. My biggest issue is also the way they weaponized friendships. And this is just the way people are. They were saying, well, I'm at the top of so-and-so's friendship board. I'm their best friend. I message them more than you do. And it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't want that. Imagine I'm live while you're live and I'm streaming you. You're streaming me? What the heck? Hey, man. How's your stream doing? My snap score is too high to convince people that I live an unaddicted to my phone life. You know, that's fair. That's fair. But now they have you in the sunk cost fallacy. Like, you could never delete Snapchat because your snap score is so high. English only, please, Mass. Thank you. Please, thank you. You live right now? Yes. I accepted it. We'll see what happens. I hope for the best. I hope for the best. I stalk people on Snapchat. That doesn't surprise me. That would be a great place to stalk people, honestly. Let's see. It's bad, like 2.8 million. Oh my gosh. Dude. That's insane. Nobody wants to start a snap score with me. That's honestly a blessing. I had people way back when it like picked up. Everybody was asking me like, "Hey, will you download Snapchat? I want to start a snap streak with you. I want you to be at the top of my friends board." And I'm like, I don't want to be at the top of your friends board. I don't even want to be your friend. Stop talking to me. But I said it a lot nicer. I said, you know, I don't really want to get Snapchat. It's going to die in a couple of weeks anyway. Nobody's going to care about it. I don't want an account with them. I don't trust that company. You know, honestly, I only really have Facebook, and that's all I really want right now. That's definitely all I said. But I didn't want to be the friend to begin with. But that was a nice way of me telling them I didn't want to be their friend on Snapchat. Dang it, scratch that. 3.1? Oh my gosh. You know, you're not addicted. It's just you've been on it that long. That's all. Hey, Zen, welcome on in. My allergies have been acting up. We've got flowers in bloom out here. We've had the windows open. Small arachnophobia warning, chat. I small thing. We've had the windows open, and I have been informed by my younger brother that there is a wolf spider in the house. Now, I've dealt with these before, hundreds of times, because they've been in the house before. I've they've been in my room. I don't think you guys were able to see them at the time, but they were all along that wall. They would live up there in the corners. They'd live up there on that wall. They'd get on this wall. But I had like 7 or 8 in 1 week. And they were getting big. This one, from his description, it's very big. And it's definitely a female, the way he explained it, which means we're gonna have a ton of little baby wolf spiders. I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Oh, yeah. Because they'll get in my bed, and then they're gonna chomp down on my back, and they're not poisonous or venomous or anything, so they're not gonna kill me like I would prefer. No, they're just gonna leave these big bumps on my back, and I'm gonna be miserable. I hate spiders so much. I don't mind killing them. I'm not scared of them. I just hate everything they are, because you got these spider defenders where they're like, oh, don't kill a spider. They'll never hurt you. Liar. It killed all the bugs in my house, sure. It was great for that. And then it got in my bed and it started eating off my back. I ain't putting up with that. I don't need more inflammation. It's bad for my joints. I hate them. I hate them so much. Luckily, they're not worse. Like, you could have a lot worse spider in the house. Wolf spiders don't usually make webs. There are a couple that do. There's you could have a black widow or a brown recluse. They are all over the US. You don't want either of those. Black widows are a lot smaller, though. Did you know the female black widows eat the male black widows after they make baby black widows? Fun fact. You didn't need to know that, but now you do. Yeah, those are fun. I've ran into black widow eggs, not here, but when I lived in Florida, or not when I lived in Florida, but when I did work in Florida one time, and there were a bunch of them. I didn't want to know that. Well, now you do. Congrats. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about spiders now. You guys deserve better. You know, we don't need to talk about them. They're awful little creatures. Let's see. Added you on Discord. I don't usually add people on Discord, but I may add you back. We'll see. I might be addicted. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. Oh, you know, it's okay. It's okay, Coral. It's okay. It happens. My longest streak is 1,338 days. Holy cow. That's big. That's really big. Hang on. That's so big I can't math it in my head. 1,338 divided by 365. That's 3.5 years. You've had that streak going since probably your account creation. I'm impressed. That's insane. What the heck? Wow. Wow. Well, GG's, dude. GG's. I've not been on my phone lately. I have an app. I've told you guys about this. I love it so much. But it blocks Facebook, it blocks Instagram, it blocks Twitter. I deleted Twitter anyway. It blocks Blue Sky. I needed to set it up to block all the other social medias like TikTok. Although I don't use TikTok very much because I don't have notifications enabled, so I look at it whenever somebody comments on something or follows. Fun fact, I am followed by some pretty cool people on TikTok. I don't post, but I am followed by them. But I can get into a real bad doom scroll on TikTok if I'm not careful. And I don't really like TikTok. It's just the gamble of going, oh, the next video might be good. That's enough to get me really into the doom scrolling. YouTube is blocked on it as well. I have to request time from the app. I have to tell it, hey, I want to use this app for this long. So I have to tell it, like, oh yeah, I'm using TikTok or I'm using YouTube or Instagram and I'm using it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long. And then it boots me off after that couple of minutes. It doesn't boot me, like it leaves it open. So if I need to request more time, I can finish watching a video or typing the text, whatever. But it does kick me out, and I have to decide, is it really worth opening up the app again to request more time to watch more of these memes, or is it better for me to make something like a video or work on some stream stuff or apply to another job? Usually it's the latter, which is really great for me. It's nice. I would for real die if I had that bad doom scroll, no such thing. What do you mean an app is dictating your phone like you're 9? It's great. It's so amazing. Like, I have to be really intentionally using my phone now. I miss being a child sometimes. Although my parents didn't really ever care about our screen time. Like, they would suggest things, but it didn't really matter. They were like, you know, it's winter time. We're not gonna suggest you go outside and play. Like, that's cruelty. And to be fair, it kind of was. Where we lived, it would get pretty cold. In the summertime, they would suggest, like, oh, why don't you go outside and ride your bike or something. And we would actually do that a fair amount. Up until I started working, at which point it was all about PCs. Let's go. But yeah, no, I do somewhat miss not having to be responsible for my own health to some degree. To be fair, sometimes I look at my screen time and go like, oh no. I still do that, and I have apps to dictate my screen time. Let me actually open up my screen time right now. I'll tell you guys. I'll be dead honest. Where's my screen time? Is it you? No. General, maybe? No, where's the screen time? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Found it. So, my daily average this week is 2 hours and 39 minutes. My average last week was 3 hours. The week before that was 2.5. The week before that was 2. That's not awful. Only 2 hours? How? Most of that is taken up by Discord at 42 minutes. I use Discord a lot. That's my new Doom Scroll app, but because there's so much boring stuff there, like, I can only check a channel so many times before I go, okay, I need to be productive because it's killing me opening it up, seeing the same exact thing as last time. So then I actually go do something. But, yeah, that's how. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, Admiral. I'm gonna try to add all the veins, but I don't know if I can. It's really hot, and I'm starting to get tired because of that. I'm exhausted. Today, my chiropractor, he cracked me like a glow stick, which was good, but I am so wore out because of that. Partially because of that. I'm a little sore, which has led to me being pretty exhausted. Your average is 21? Dude! No! Coral! I know you have trouble sleeping, but do you actually only sleep like 3 per week? Per week? Per week. Please be per week. Please. Okay, per week. Okay. 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 Per week, my weekly screen time is 20, 17 and a half, 12. No, sorry, average a day over the week. Wait. Average day. Oh my. Coral. 21. Okay. I'm not judging. I'm not. You know, I respect it, honestly. I'm impressed you can keep your phone charged. My average per week is 1 hour, 32 minutes. There's no way. Do you... How is it that low? I mean, I guess you have like 8 hours a day that you can't use it because of school. But still, that's insane. Whew. I'm getting old. I just pulled a muscle. It used to be like 16. Phones are bad. Phones are bad. They are literally designed to be addictive. Just stretch for a second. Yeah, no, I don't use my phone nearly as much as I used to. Like last year, it was at least 4 hours a day. It was probably even more than that, honestly. Now that I've cut out all the social media, though, I have no reason to get back on, which really helps. Oh no, help, it's 22 hours now? I just reloaded it? Oh no. You know, it's okay. It's fine. You're networking. That's what we call that in the adult world, is being on your phone. You're networking. I only check my phone for TikTok, Snapchat, or messages, nothing else. My screen time today was like 30 minutes. That's insane to me. I mean, I guess I don't know. I do use Discord a lot. Like, I am on Discord on my phone a decent amount. But I don't know that. 30 minutes. That's what I'm saying. That's impressive. What the heck? I mean, GG's, dude. I wish I could get it that low, but quite honestly, the only thing left to block is Discord at this point. The only thing I use a lot, and I need Discord because emergencies and things like that. Hello, Vegito. Welcome to the stream. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Oop. Hey. Back off. Back off. Thank you. A teenager has a better screen time than you? I don't know. Listen. I have a better screen time than most adults, okay? Like, yeah, you have a really good screen time, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like, I think you're an anomaly anyway. My top app is Instagram, followed by Snapchat and TikTok. Ooh. Is it a server or is it normal survival? It is a normal survival server. Both. It is a vanilla SMP. Anyone's able to join, !IP in the chat. Gets you all the information you need. But, yeah, it is a server. Here's your dab hangout. How's it going, dude? How's your streams been, dude? I wasn't able to watch last night, but I was there in the shadows. The bots have been really bad lately on Twitch. And so I always, if you're streaming, I always pull up the tab and I'm always watching for them. But I saw you're playing some Fortnite, I think. I think that's what it was. I don't know how that went. I've not played Fortnite in years. I don't think it's been years, yeah. Pretty sure. Hopefully it was a good time. A whole lot of streams have been going pretty good. Yeah, you had a ban last night. Let's go. I love banning people. I know I shouldn't, but I really do. Especially when I get to like tell if it's a real person. If it's a real person, then I get to tell them womp womp. You broke the rules, and that just makes me happy. I've done that a couple of times. It's so much fun. Hey, banning people's fun. It really is. It really is. Sorry, friendo. I don't know much English. I speak Spanish, and you? I speak mostly English. I know about this much Spanish. No hablo español. Banning people is so fun, though. Yeah, I do enjoy it. That's... How's this looking anyway? I haven't taken a step back. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take a break from this spot. I'm gonna come back down here because I haven't added any of the veins, but I think I'm just basically gonna fill in all the veins up until about this point where it starts to thin out just a little bit due to the height, and then we'll get up to here. And then, of course, we'll come back over this way. We'll fill it in. Goodbye. I have no idea what that means, but goodbye, Vegito. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your night or day, wherever you are. And I'll see you again in the future. My first thought seeing you doing this was the song Painting the Roses Red from Alice in Wonderland. Take care. Take care. Okay, I got you. I got you, dude. I got you. Thank you. Let me pull that up. I haven't heard that song. I haven't listened to much Alice. Or, I don't listen to much Alice in Wonderland. I haven't watched Alice in Wonderland in years. Mute desktop audio for a second. Like the old one? Yeah, yeah. When did I watch it? It would have had to have been over a decade ago. Okay, I remember this song. I just needed to hear it for a couple of seconds. We're good. Okay, yeah. You know, that's fair. This might be one of my favorite builds. Like it's right underneath a mountain, and like it's a really cool mountain, but down here, oh, it has a whole other world feel to it, and that's what I'm enjoying about it. Yeah. There's something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. What day is it? It's Monday. I can answer my own questions. Wow, look at that. Tomorrow's Tuesday, if you didn't know. Okay, I'm gonna fill in all the skulk here. I do want to try to finish all the skulk placement today if I can. And then tomorrow, no. Friday, I think. We'll come back through and we'll try to add... I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, that hit you. That hit you. I don't care. No. Okay. Alright, pick up my arrows. And then we'll do the blue power the blue power lines. The blue lifeblood lines, whatever it is. I'm gonna throw that through the whole system here and it will look really, really cool. Does that look good? Yeah. It's not bad. He's painting the canvas. He's painting. Wow, I can spell. I can spell. I can read. Wow. He's painting the caverns teal. He's painting the taverns. The caverns teal. The caverns. They're teal. Is this teal? It's blue of some sort. That's for sure. I know that much. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, dude. Hope you're having a good night. It's always good seeing average minute of King denying Minecraft hitboxes. You know me. I'm a rage gamer when it comes to Minecraft sometimes. Like, I feel like I've played the game long enough that I've earned the right to rage a decent amount. And yeah, I don't really indulge in that right very much. So I don't know. Maybe I need to do it some more. It's really hard to see in this corner. Just give me like a quick second while I focus. Is that good? Step back, step back, step back. I don't hate it. I don't really love it, but I don't hate it. We'll keep it. Mostly because I don't want to have to tear it out. So, we're gonna leave it. Okay, let's come back over here. Boop, boop. There. Get back up here. Okay. And this one's just gonna be loaded full because this was a really packed corner anyway. And then here. Oh, crap. Okay, how's that look? I'm sorry that I keep obsessively checking this. I just want to be sure that it doesn't look like garbage. That's the big one. Oh. Oh boy. Let me throw that out. Okay. Do I have more skulk, right? I need to sort this. Hang on. I'm gonna take a quick side quest here. We gotta sort out the inventory space here. Just a smidge. Those go in here. Wait, not there. Here. There we go. Okay. And then we got some different blocks there. Okay. Only those. We could put those away. Okay. Diamonds. What do I... Ooh, there's diamonds there. Okay. Sweet. We've got a lot of sensors. We could actually do a lot with that. I'm just kind of throwing them about. Add some atmosphere. Definitely will do that. That's a good idea. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that's a great idea. Oh, I didn't put any of the heads anywhere. Let me... I found more stuff. Wow. Okay. Becoming Batman. Lovely name. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I come back and hear you talk about flatulence. What more would I talk about? Would you really expect anything out of me beyond that? I'm always tooting my own horn. That's just how that goes. I don't know where the accent came from, but it came in. Boop. You have a new subscriber, me? Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, Batman. Thank you. Are you streaming on YouTube as well? Yes, I am. I started doing that back in February, and I've been finding it pretty enjoyable. I've been doing the vertical stream, so I got like the horizontal canvas for Twitch, and then I've got the vertical canvas for YouTube, and then I'm gonna try some other platforms soon. But I've been having good luck with streams on YouTube. Honestly, it's very enjoyable to me. I have no clue what this stream looks like. I don't keep an eye on the number. But after last stream we did on YouTube, it was... I think I gained like 30 hours of watch time off of it, and we hit like a gold mine in subs. Like a lot of people just popped in and were subscribing, and it was really nice. There's a lot of nice people out here. And some people have even come from YouTube over to Twitch, which was not something I expected. Honestly, I thought people were gonna just stay where they were, and I think that's awesome that they did want to move over, but I also feel bad that they felt like they had to for a better experience. But that's also just kind of how YouTube is. They don't have channel points over there, and they don't have in my opinion, the only nice thing about YouTube that they have over Twitch is you have an extreme low latency option. And it is almost real time. Is this a survival world? This is, well, it is. It is a survival world, but it's actually an SMP. It's viewer joinable. Anyone can join. So if you'd like to join Batman, you're able to as well. Exclamation mark IP in the chat would get you all that information. Really cool. Absolutely. I always was dismissive of YouTube streams. I thought it was a waste of time, but I'm finding out that it is simply not the case. It is well worth every moment that you can spend on it, at least in my opinion so far. At least in the Minecraft sphere, I can say that much. That much is true. I've had some friends who have reached, like, it was 120 viewers at one time, which was crazy and was really, really cool. So I've seen how lucrative it can be. I'm just here for the good times, but you know, might as well give good times to as many people as possible as well. I always wanted to know what SMP meant. SMP means survival multiplayer. So this is a world that is survival and it is multiplayer. Let's go over here. I gotta waltz around here a little bit to get up high enough. I wish these were like vines that you could climb, that way I could actually utilize my own build here. But it's not quite simple as I'd love it to be. Okay, how's that all look? It's not awful. I don't know, it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to be, but that's okay. SMP stands for Stranded Moldy Pumpkins, or at least that's what I thought it meant. You know, that's a really good guess. I probably wouldn't have thought about that. Are you the owner of King SMP? I am. I've been running it for 3.5 years now, I guess. I started it August 3rd. Way back in the olden days, we used to play only on Bedrock Edition. And I would invite people to the world on my own machine. And then after a couple of months of that, we finally bought an actual server that everybody could play on. And it's cross-play now, so Bedrock and Java can play, and it's pretty fun. It's a little bit of a headache running the server sometimes. Being a server owner isn't as glamorous as it sounds, but it's fun. I do enjoy it. Oldie? That's crazy. Wow, you're old? Okay, listen. I'm not old. I'm not old. God. Actually, I might be old. What year was 2012? What year was 2012? Wow. That's a question. I'm wondering. I bet it's the year after 2011, so it must be 2012. That's when 2012 was. 2012 was when I started playing Minecraft. That was 3 years ago? 3 years ago. 13 years ago? I have been playing Minecraft, longer than some people who are legally on Twitch have been alive. Like, they're not even breaking terms and conditions anymore to be on the site. That's crazy. My son is 9. Let that sink in. No. 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 I remember you guys I know I know the hangout in the real world. I remember sitting down and playing just little games with the hangout son. Wasn't like anything complicated. I think we played like a matching game once. We played with some cars. That was He's 9? Aw. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. Wow. Okay. Whose team are you on? Team Batman or Team Daredevil? Like, who would win in a fight, or who do I like better? I think Batman would probably win in a fight. Although, okay, that depends. Well, no. I think Batman would win in a fight no matter what. I was gonna say, does he have time to prepare or not? But I think, honestly, he'd probably whoop Daredevil. Well, maybe he wouldn't whoop Daredevil immediately, but given enough time in the fight, Batman would beat Daredevil. I do like Daredevil better, though. Batman is cool, and I really did enjoy him, but Daredevil, he's awesome, okay? I don't know. I like blind people. I'm blind, not legally, but pretty blind. And you know, he's Daredevil is my representation in media. Let's go. King, you're old. I was 5 in 2012, 4 for the majority of 2012. That's insane. That doesn't feel right. What? You know, I remember on TV, I know, foreign concept here, but there were commercials. And on the commercials, in 2012 in specific, there was this new movie coming out that was going to change the world. It was called The Avengers. And I remember seeing commercials on TV for that. And now it's this franchise that's branched out over, what, like 30 movies now? It's crazy. Be right back. All right, sounds good, Batman. You heard it here first, folks. King hates Batman. I hate Batman. I said it. I do like Batman. I even like the new Batman movie that came out with Robert Pattinson. I actually liked that movie. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but it wasn't awful. So old. I wore a Batman shirt to watch Endgame in theaters just to tick someone off. That doesn't surprise me, and that's awesome. That would be like the equivalent of wearing a Harry Potter cloak to Lord of the Rings, or a Star Trek shirt to a Star Wars movie. Like that, it would be that level. That's beautiful. Although I think if you wore a Star Trek shirt to a Star Wars movie, the audience might actually kill you. I don't know. They don't put on cloaks. What about cloaks? They wear cloaks in Harry Potter. There's a cloak of invisibility. I didn't even watch the movie and I know that. They're wizards. They don't have cloaks. They literally have a cloak of invisibility, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Singular cloak. Okay, I'm sorry I offended you. It's a cloak though. They do wear cloaks. As the one and only cloak. It's a cloak though. They do wear cloaks. Maybe one cloak. And it's shared amongst all of them, but they do wear it. They do. Pretty much, I walked into the theater, he just stared at me and goes, "You did that on purpose, didn't you?" Snape wears a cloak too. Snape wears a cloak. I've never watched Harry Potter. I'm just telling you guys. I know. Cloak, not cloaks. I don't know. Snape wears a cloak, so therefore there's more than one cloak. You wanna hear me say cloak again? Cloak. It's not a special one, but he's famous for swinging it around. Dude, I told a Star Trek fan that I had watched one Star Wars movie and bro punched me in the face. That doesn't surprise me. Harry Potter spoilers. If you're about Snape is dead. Okay, but he did exist in the movies, okay? Like, I don't know. I think you're coping. You're coping. No, he's not. He died in the movie too. No, he didn't. I'm so confused. I was there. I saved him. Pi saved him. He said so. Snape wore a cloak, so there's multiple cloaks. That's all that matters. You know what movie doesn't have a singular cloak? This is spoilers. The Minecraft movie. Maybe, just maybe, a cloak would have made the movie, like, go from a 7 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Actually, I don't know. The movie was actually really enjoyable. It may have been a 9 out of 10. I don't know. I enjoyed it. And maybe I'm just a Minecraft stan. I don't know. Gosh, I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil the cloak for me. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I know how much you were looking forward to seeing a cloak in the Minecraft movie. It is a good movie, though. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. Yes, rest in peace, the Pope. I may have not agreed with everything he said. And I may not be Catholic, but, you know, decent guy. Decent guy. Stand-up guy, honestly. He did stand. He could stand. So therefore, stand up. I'm sorry. I can't have a serious moment, okay? I had to make a joke. I couldn't help it. If he was wheelchair, I would have said the exact opposite. I would have been like, no. He was not a stand-up guy. But no, he could stand at one point in time. So, stand-up guy. I added a chicken jockey soundbite to my setup just because your comment the other day. Oh my gosh, the chicken jockey. Oh. Chicken jockey was the time. That was the time. I didn't know how bad it was getting out there until I Googled clips of people in the movie theater with the chicken jockey. And people are setting off fireworks You know, we've reached a level of insanity. Really? Yes. Yes, there are people that set off fireworks in their theater when the chicken jockey sound plays. Hello, Maddie. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Fireworks, my bad. That was me. I believe it. I believe it. You always have been a troublemaker, Pie. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie, though. I know that's Is it an unpopular opinion? I feel like it's 50-50. Maybe, I might need to run a poll at some point. I'll wait until I start actually talking about the movie and do spoilers and stuff, which will be, like, later down the road, just a little bit. I do want to write a Minecraft movie, too. I'm going to do it. I will write it and then submit it to Warner Bros. Because why not? But I enjoyed the movie. Solid movie. The fan base for it is a little scary. I hope Steve gets pregnant in the sequel. I apologize for that comment. Moving on. Some things can't be forgiven, but I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you this time. Actually, no, I don't. Okay, well, I unforgive you then. See how that works? That's a horrible thought in my head now. Why would you say that? I have to go to bed, so bye, KingRegNog. Wish you good luck. Thank you very much, Maddie. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you get plenty of sleep tonight. And I hope to see you again in the future. Steve needs to be pregnar. Very, very pregnant and pregante. KingRegNog. No, not PregNog. No, I will never shake that. Like, I am stuck with it. Right from the perspective of Herobrine, and he's just trying to make friends, but every time he sees someone, they scream bloody murder and run away. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that could be a killer movie concept. That might be it. That might be the one. And there's the PregNog. That's me. Wait to share your thoughts on my comment. Oh, I got you. It's gonna be a good time. You know, I hate PregNog a lot, but I'm glad he brings joy to some of you people. That's all I'll say about that. Gonna kind of do that as well. That looks good. I hate the creator of it. Wait, did something happen, Swiftu? DM me the beef. What the heck? See you later, Maddie. Thanks for hanging out. The first person who said PregNog. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I missed the beef if you hated whoever drew PregNog, cause like I thought all was okay there. Yeah, no, that's fair. The first person that said PregNog was that was the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from that thought. Wait, what? Huh? That conversation about the drawer pregnog is an after stream call. Okay. Okay. Surprise beef. I see. I'll see you next time when you start another live stream. Okay. You will probably be seeing me tomorrow then. We'll be starting Minecraft streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well now. So you will see me around then. Hopefully. Hopefully. Flint and steel. I need to not fall into the brain rot. No. This can't happen. I think you mean write it from the perspective of Hero Brian. Why? You know, I'm just gonna... I don't want to see the vision. I don't want to see the vision. How can Pi say that? He only VIPs get to say that. He's Pi. I don't know. He just got away with it, I guess. Okay, let me read. Okay. You said something. Write it from the perspective of Herobrine, and he's trying to make friends, but every time he sees someone, they scream bloody murder and run away. I actually kind of like that idea. Give Herobrine a real, like, story. Like, you know, he's trying to be friends, but they're making fun of him because his eyes are white. And, like, he's, you know, he's different. He's different than everybody else. And they're making fun of him for it. And... you know, and like, he's just trying to make friends. They make fun of him. They run away. They're scared of him because he just appears. He materializes right before their eyes. And, it's just really about his depression. That's all it is. That's not how you spell misogyny, but okay. Misogyny is for everyone. I was gonna ask who, but I think I know. Who said it first? I'll say his name, Bionics. I'm not scared to say his name. I'm not. You need to see the Vision King. A person who thinks all the time has nothing else to think but thoughts. Like, I'm the only person currently in this chat who can say women belong in the kitchen. I confidently think I could say that. For legal reasons, I don't believe it. I'm good. My ideas are good too, right? They're good for some people. He goes home and cries himself to sleep every night. Exactly. His mom goes, "Hey, honey, did you make any friends today?" I'm unironically thinking about a way we could make this into a movie. Let's give him a sob story. Let's do it. Oh, I am being smacked. Hey. Thank you. Okay. I need to see if you guys were sending messages that I couldn't see, because now you're testing the thingy. Misogyny is for everyone. It will block. Ignore that spelling. It'll block. So it does block. It does. His mom goes, "Hey, honey." See, when I say it, it doesn't block it. That is true. Some people, you mean, oh. Wait, hear me out just for giggles. Oh, no. My name turns to pregnant pie for a day. I will forewarn you, on Twitch, you only can change your name, like, once every couple of months. And... I want to say... it doesn't release your original name for another couple of days. Those months would be glorious. You know, it would be really nice. I'm not gonna lie. You're still live. Wow, hey Ava. Yeah, I'm still going. I'm still going. I want to finish the skulk so badly. I'm almost done. Like if I can just get from here over to here, somewhere in here around this area, I'd be done. Although I'm actually almost out of veins, so once I run out, I'll probably be done after that. Doesn't release your OG name for another month. Dang. I don't know if you want to live with that, but you can if you want, Pie. Last time I'm saying pregnant, I swear. I mean, you can say pregnant. There's nothing wrong with pregnancy. Like, that is a completely normal thing, I guess. It's concerning the amount of thoughts you have surrounding it. But, you know, to each his own, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see. He has a curse on him. That constantly. He has a curse that has him constantly going through portals for the whole day. It only stops when the sun goes down. That's smart. That's a good idea. I like it. Suck at this. Oh, by the way, what's with this whole KingRegNog thing? I don't remember how the joke initiated, but somebody said something to the extent of saying, oh yeah, we were, wait, no. What was it about? I don't remember. Well, anyway, somebody said something and eventually it wrapped around to somebody saying, pregnant king. And then they're like, oh, KingRegNog. Immediately came up with the nickname. And then one of the artists in the community, they made art. And there's an emote of it. I said I would do it. I'm a man of my word, so it got turned into an emote. It's that one. And yeah. Yeah, that happened. There's official art of me pregnant. My family doesn't know. I don't want them to know. There's some things that you just don't tell your family. You know? there are some things you do not tell your family, and that's I think that's one of them. Personally. Yeah. You know, pregnant pie would be Aura for a couple of months. Like, you know, yeah, definitely. KingRegNog. Listen, I'm not concerning. It's just exploring hypotheticals. I'm a critical thinker. You're something. I still own the KingRegNog account. That account will sell for millions one day. I'm concerned. You know, I am very concerned. But you know what? That's okay. KingRegNog is a character and a half. There's a certain ring to it, an interesting ring, but still a ring. It does indeed have a ring. Did it start because you were talking about drawing someone pregnant for the Minecraft movie? No, I think that came from KingRegNog, actually. Probably. I'll have to double check with my friend to make sure, but that might be part of it. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll give you guys an update on that later. I think KingRegNog was a based era. Problem is KingRegNog is banned from this channel. I think that was a good idea. I think that was really good idea. Honestly, I could probably unban it now. Let me find the origins of it. Something is better than nothing, that's for sure. That is true. That is true. Best joinable SMP? That sounds like KingRegNog propaganda. You know, it's a little bit of propaganda, yeah, I will admit. But is it wrong? Also, it's good to see you, Panda. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for submitting your taxes. Much appreciated. How much? Oh, I'm almost out. Crap. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We're just gonna place a little more throughout here. I thought I had enough veins, but I really don't. Boop. That does look pretty, though. That is really pretty. I do have to figure out my lighting down here, because it's going to be mob central. I'm doing alright, very tired, though. That is very common for me, however. That's fair. I get feeling tired. I get that. Been there, done that, still doing that. Been a long couple of days, but a good couple of days, too. Today was a weird day. I was driving to the chiropractor. My mom and we went out, and she had to go to a doctor office, and so then I was going to drive myself from there to the chiropractor, go back and pick her up. When I did, this is going to sound so weird, but I don't know how to describe it. Essentially, I was being a good model citizen, driving speed limit. However, I was going through a roundabout, and wind came out of nowhere. I didn't tell you guys about this. Wind came out of nowhere, and it hit the car just right. And it shot my car from the rightmost lane in the roundabout to the left lane. Not a big deal, because that's where I was gonna need to go ultimately anyway. However, it scared the cars behind me. So they're all... It was a mess behind me, man. I'm telling you. It was crazy. I saw like two cars. They both turned. One veered off to the left, the other veered off to the right. I heard their tires screech. My car, the lane shifting technology in it was like, hey, you're shifting lanes, so it overcompensates and shoots me back to the right. And then my braking system, which detects cars ahead of you, these safety features are gonna get me killed one day, I'm telling you. The car way ahead of me triggers this thing because the car doesn't know what it's doing. It's getting flung from one side to the other. It's slowing down and speeding up. It decides hard brake. That's what it's gonna do. And so I'm stopped right in the middle of this roundabout. And I got out. I made it. I didn't crash. Nobody crashed. Nobody died. But that was a fun moment. Fun moment and a half. I thought I was gonna get hit. I thought I was, and it was gonna technically be my fault. But I didn't. I didn't. Dumb cars with their dumb safety features. I gotta figure that out. I didn't die, though. And nobody else did. The origins of KingRegNog is interesting. Like, usually... How far do I want to go with this joke? I'm gonna put that on hold. Welcome on in, Raiders. How is it going, Zooted? Let me get you some shout-outs. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow BDS Zooted. They were last seen playing some Minecraft. I don't know what kind of Minecraft, but what kind of Minecraft were you up to, my guy? Welcome on in, Raiders. Crazier moment, you're gonna end up on Twitter. KingRegNog, the wind, right? Yeah, the wind. That's the only thing that could do that. Skygene. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that one. Hopefully it was a good time. We're just playing on my viewer joinable SMP. If you guys would like to join, you're more than welcome to. !IP in the chat will get you all the information you need. We are currently trying to finish up this lovely cave. It's almost done. Like, it's probably a couple more streams away, but it's almost done. We just gotta, like, take that, twist it around. It's gonna do some fun things. We gotta take more of that. We gotta just kind of, like, cake it on the wall. Just a little bit more. And, yeah, I mean, we're almost done with it. It's looking pretty fancy, pretty cool. But it's a part of a much larger base here. I've been building a mountain range. So that's what I've been up to. Let's see, Skygen. Should check it out sometime. I think I already joined the SMP. Just gotta write down the IP because I'm on console. Right. You have. I knew I recognized that name. Okay. It threw me off. I was like, I thought I recognized it, but I wasn't 1000% sure. Okay. You have joined the server, yes. The sun is burning my eyes. Is it burning your eyes now? I'm sorry. I'm so mean. I'm so mean. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Unlucky Dead. Thank you. I was stuck under a bridge or a walkway when I joined. Yes. Boop. Right there. I'm pretty sure it was right there. Yeah, we finally finished up this area, so it's been pretty nice getting back to the base. I don't know. I don't want to work down there for much longer. I want to go do something else. You know what? I do need to farm the blue wood if I don't have more, because those vines take up a lot of wood. It's all one log per block, so we're not getting a ton. Let me see. Do I have any blue wood? Really quick. Just want to check that. I do not. Okay. I do have warped fungi, though. Do I have any bone meal? Nope, but I got bones. Okay. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Hangout. And thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Panda. It looks amazing if I do say so myself. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And also, if you do need to head out and get some rest, you need to raid and run, get something to eat, any of that stuff, please feel free to do so. I appreciate the raid. But, you know, be sure to take care of yourself as well. But we're just gonna farm a little bit of blue wood really quick, because it's been a little bit. Just a little bit since I've done it. Boop. Boop. Do I need to put those on these blocks? I actually think I don't have to. You know what? It's fine. It's okay. It's for the curb appeal. That's... yeah. I just realized, does warped fungus drop from these trees? I actually don't know. I don't think it does. That's okay. I'm here for the ride for a little bit, brother. Okay, sweet. Sounds good, dude. Well, I appreciate it. So I said I smelt pancakes, and you asked if I was pregnant, and the one nerd said Swifty is pregnant. And then he said your wife is going to be KingRegNog, and then you said KingRegNog. Right. That would do it. See, I was gonna make a joke, because you said it had, Let me see. And I quote, "The origins of KingRegNog is interesting." I was gonna make a joke about, you know... How do I say this in the most family-friendly way possible? Pregnancy is a very interesting thing. That's as much as I can say, I think. Child making. Yep, there it is. Hive Goober. I have a funny idea to just be an annoying goober because they've made us raid you. I don't know if I should do it. I mean, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. But welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Boop. Why does smelling pancakes make you pregnant? Well, smelling pancakes itself doesn't make you pregnant, but smelling pancakes when they don't exist, could be a pregnancy thing, I suppose. It's not uncommon to smell things that don't exist. Not necessarily like burnt toast, that would be a stroke, but it comes from pregnancy cravings and things like that. You can smell things and then you crave it. It's just your body saying, "Hey, give me the thing I want." Very intense pregnancy cravings can induce smells, and so that's, I think, where it came from. I think. I don't know. Maybe you said something about craving it as well. I don't know. Good old KingRegNog. I both love and hate KingRegNog. I have a DM. Hang on, I need to see this. What was it? Was what the heck? I don't know how to feel about that, Swifto. I do not know how to feel about that. That's disturbing. Never mind, it's against chat rules. If you look at my name and think what owns that thing, you may understand what I was gonna do. The rule stopping me is no spam. There's your hints. Don't trust Goober. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know, fair enough. Fair enough. Buzz, yeah. Buzz. We're getting buzzed. Wait. Don't get buzzed, guys. Don't. It's not. I had to choose my words very carefully, you know? Don't get buzzed, kids. Or maybe do. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Don't. I hope nobody ever takes me any amount of seriously, because I can't even take myself seriously. Time them out, boys. Hey, mods, you got full authority. Do whatever you want. Please no. Oh. Okay. What was I doing? I was putting things in here. Right. Can I put warped fungus on the ground? No. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. It's just an innocent bee. Innocent is a word. It is indeed a word. Ah! No! No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I don't know what to do. Shoot him. Yep. Die! Die! Okay. So what I wanted to do really quick. I'm trying to think. Maybe I can create some, like, things. Okay, like, maybe, like, a crystal of some sort out of this. Okay, that's not awful. And then what if can I put fungi on there? No. No warped roots. Okay. What about pitcher plant? Can I put a pitcher plant? I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. It was a last-ditch effort to utilize some of that stuff. Don't ask where the accent came from. I don't really know. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Okay. I need to go finish chopping down those trees. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm also really hungry. What the heck? That came out of nowhere. It hit me. That hunger, man. Okay, let's clean up this mess that I made. Whoa. Did it spawn 2 Endermen? It did, I think. I don't think they crowd spawn. I don't know. Alright, that's fine. Anyway. You remind me of your mom. Can I please let the poison run out. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't know how I live, if I'm honest. That was kind of impressive. I live. Oh. Can I go away? Thank you. Okay. I need to sleep. Maybe let's do that first. Okay. And then we'll come back. Then we'll chop down the trees. And then after that, I'll probably eat something because I'm hungry. It's 17 past 10, so I need to go to bed before long tonight. I don't know. I've been really tired early, so I'm kind of hoping maybe I go to bed early today. Wake up early tomorrow. Do a couple of like small tasks. Get some videos done. I'm gonna try to record a couple of videos tomorrow if I can. I'd like to record all of my shorts for the week. I haven't posted shorts in a long time. And I would like to record my first video that's not snapshot related in a long time. I want to record that tomorrow, edit it, have it ready to go. There's gonna be a Minecraft snapshot tomorrow, so I also need to make sure I have time for that. There's a lot of things going on tomorrow, it sounds like. That's okay, though. Would not have it any other way. See, I just remembered that one time a girl sent me that upside down smiley face. Upside down smiley faces. I never really understood what they mean. Like, I understand their use cases, but I never know how to take it when somebody sends me one. Like it's very playful. And I don't know, I know how to read playfulness in most conversations. Like, it's like, oh yeah, okay. Makes sense, you know. I can usually understand different reasons why somebody might be playful in a conversation and what those signs could point to. But upside down smiley face. I struggle with that one. Let's yawn. Like a lot. I think that was just first wave. I'm kind of tired now. We'll see. It'll be okay. Open ambience. Welcome on in. Let's see. I think that was after she asked me if she was fat. You know, I've never been asked by a woman if she's fat. Usually, you know what happens is she'll say something like I'm so fat. And then either I have two options. I can say no, you're not fat. Or I can agree with her. Or the legendary third option, say nothing. That's my favorite, actually. Because if you say something and it's not the answer she wanted, we could say sayonara. If you say nothing, though, well, you know, you're safe. Nothing is my greatest weapon. This man's got a point, though. I mean, like, somebody tells you they're fat, and like, okay, maybe they are. I'm not gonna tell them they are, because that's just rude. But I'm not gonna, like, tell them they're not, because I'm not gonna lie to them. That's also rude. But I'm not gonna tell them they are, because it's rude. I don't know where to go with it. So if I just say nothing, I can't offend anybody. And when they say you lied to me, it's like, no, I didn't. I just never responded. 600-pound woman asks me if she is fat. It may be muscle. I would say yes. You know, she might be. She might be. I don't know. All I know is I want to live to see tomorrow sometimes. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. And on the days where I do, those are the days that I would not want to dare tell her, yeah, you're fat. Like, no, that's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. I remember there was one person who used to say, "Oh, I'm fat," and really she wasn't. She really wasn't. Maybe she was a little on the heavier side, but she wasn't. She wasn't fat. Like, I couldn't get that through to her. But she would say it a lot, so I did employ that tactic where I just stopped responding when she said it. And I don't know if it helped or not, but she stopped saying it to me. So you know, it's not my problem. I might sound like a horrible person for that. I don't know. I don't know. Negative mentality gets both parties nowhere, so I try to not let people be in their negative mentality, especially when they're with me. I don't know, I want them to be happy when they're with me. I'd say anything over 300 is fat. I mean, it honestly depends. Fat isn't really a weight. It's, technically speaking, a body state. You know, now with weight usually comes some amount of fat, but at the same time, you know, there are exceptions to that. Some people just have really dense bones and muscle, which is like, bro, what? For a woman to reach 300 pounds in pure muscle would be insane. For for a man to hit that is still insane, and their muscles are more dense on average. Dude, I'd be so embarrassed if someone said I was fat. I get called fat all the time. I don't know what you guys are on about. Stop being so sensitive. I want to hear it, you guys. You called me big back. I didn't forget. I did not forget. The biggest back. Let's see. I'm not mad at fat people. Food is good. I love food. Dude, food is great. Half my friends forget to, like, eat, so they aren't fat. That sounded wrong. I feel like there's about to be some eating disorders formed in chat. You guys should always eat. Just throwing that out there. Food is good for you. Moderation is also good for you, so, like, maybe don't eat, like, 12 slices of cheesecake. I'm not saying I don't do that. I'm not exactly saying I follow my own advice either, though. Cheesecake is really good. I eat sometimes. It depends on the day, honestly. Like, there are some days where I genuinely cannot eat very much. Like, I eat a couple of bites of any meal and I'm done. Last week was sort of like that. This week was a little bit better, but today I was really hungry. And I'm really hungry right now, too. So my body's, like, probably overcompensating for not eating very much. That now it's like, oh, I need to eat a lot. It's like, no, don't do that. That's not how that works. Okay. Look at that. We did things. It's very pretty. Very bonita. It's almost done with the skulk. So, not tomorrow. Friday, we'll come back. We'll hopefully get all the skulk done. And then I'm also going to come through with all of the blue wood here. And we're going to kind of go through. We're going to add it over here. And we're going to add some more vines over here. And it's just going to kind of stem off of this. And there will be like some stems coming out from the top as well. I don't eat breakfast. That's fair. I like breakfast. It's just it's never at a convenient time. I know you can technically, like, eat breakfast any time of the day, and I do eat breakfast. Like, you know, I eat waffles, breakfast food, but I don't eat it for breakfast always. Alrighty, right. Okay, I am being attacked. Hey. Okay. I'm gonna do something. So. Yeah. I'm gonna end stream, but this is not the end of the road. So don't get out of your seats yet. YouTube, if you want to join us, on Twitch we do a thing called rating, where we take our viewers from one stream and we move them to another. I don't have that feature on YouTube yet. I'm working my way towards partner right now. I'm still a couple thousand hours away though, so you're gonna have to give me some time. But I'm working my way towards it. When I get it, we'll do YouTube raids as well. But if you want to hop over, feel free to do so. However, that's it for you guys tonight. So thanks, guys. Good night. That should be enough time, right? That should be enough time, right? Yep. That should be enough time, right? Yep. Okay.